My name's Neil McGovern. I'm the current Executive Director of Ruby Central. For me, open source has always been about one thing: freedom. The freedom of control over people's own computing. To be empowered by technology you can trust. Historically, we have approached this through licensing of software, making sure that people can take software, modify it to suit their own needs, and then distribute it to others. This way, someone can ensure that their technology is working for them rather than against their interests. Because you can inspect the code behind technology, you can trust that it is doing the right thing and respecting you as a user. And open source has become incredibly successful. We have shown that not only is it possible to create software using open source methods, but it is a much better way of doing so. And open source software is everywhere. It runs the internet, it powers your phone, it runs your car. It's used to launch humanity into space, to fly a helicopter on Mars, and yet sometimes just to run the countdown timer on your washing machine. Yet somehow, that freedom that open source promised users feels just as far away as it ever did. Does anyone today truly trust their mobile phone not to spy on them? Or how about the companies that run your social media platform? They're all running open source software, so why aren't we able to realize that potential, that dream of empowerment? Well, the initial premise was wrong. The concept that you could simply change the license of a bit of software and then everyone could modify their technology was incorrect. Fewer than 0.5% of the worldwide population can code, and even fewer can afford to pay someone else to do it for them. The license of the software is important, but it is insufficient. We need a new approach, one that truly considers that the original premise, that you should be empowered by technology you can trust, that your personal data isn't being sold to advertisers to better sell you products that you don't need or want, that we can all live in a world where technology is something that serves humanity. We're only just starting to see this change. Governments and organizations are now talking about how this corpus of software is a public good. There is change in the air as more and more people realize only how many parts of their lives are touched by technology, but also how much they rely on it. We started in a world where software was controlled by a few organizations, and we democratized it. Now is the time to return that control to the person who this has always been about: you.